everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, I want to share with you my current everyday / daily makeup. I have been really into soft pastels and something that just looks watercolor-like on my cheeks, not like overly blush, no blush blindness, eyes are pretty natural. It's my everyday work makeup. Some old favorites, some newer ones, so let's just jump right into it. I prepped my lips with a new lip peptide lip treatment that I got like 2-3 weeks ago. It's from Max Factor. It's the Miracle Pure Lip Enhancer. This is so much better actually than the Essence lip peptide. It is a lot pricier, but it's way more hydrating. I feel it's so buttery smooth, so this has been my favorite, like put it in the bag and apply it type of lip balm. I have it in the shade Vital Rose. It's a vegan formula, comes with 50 milliliters, and yeah, I just really enjoy this. So it's what I have on my lips right now as a little bit of a prep. For my base, I usually don't use like a foundation or BB cream, but recently I have been using a little bit more of like an actual base makeup because my skin is just not having it. In my K-Beauty haul that I did not too long ago, I mentioned that I swapped my entire skincare routine, and guess what? The new routine just really did not work for my skin type. The moisturizer I'm able to use, but the essence toner as well as the Ampoule I cannot use. It triggered my acne so badly. It's not good for hormonal acne. It's a little update, I guess. I used it an entire week and I was getting so many deep, painful pimples. There was a new pimple every day and I realized, okay, this line is not for me. And then I went ahead and did some more research, and it turns out it has ingredients that can trigger hormonal acne. But since my skin always felt so dehydrated and dry, I just went with something that was nourishing and rich, but it was too rich for my skin. So if you don't have an issue with hormonal acne, I still think that line could be so good because it's so deeply hydrating, but for my skin it was way too much. Again, the moisturizer I'm able to use. I think this is not triggering anything new, and therefore I have been trying to just make my skin look a little bit more even when I wear makeup. So I've been using my Heimish cushion. I'm very sad that this cushion is no longer available on YesStyle. Sometimes I use the puff, sometimes I don't. The other 2 days I used my Philomili eyeshadow brush that I also really like to use for concealer and base makeup, and I just go into the cushion puff and I start around my nose and apply it wherever I feel like I need it. When I use like an actual base product like I'm doing right now, I still don't use like a beauty blender and apply like all over my face because I don't need coverage here. I prefer to just perfect the skin in a thin layer just on certain areas that I feel like really need it. For me, the goal with foundation or cushion, whatever it is to just, you know, even up my skin tone. It's not to cover everything up, so I'm not a full coverage girl at all. I'm trying to enhance what I have type of person. For my concealer, I've been still using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but I feel like this is going to be the last bottle that I'm going to use because e.l.f. has been not very liked by a lot of people. I don't want to get too much into it. You can Google about it if you want, but I'm also eyeing a new concealer therefore. But yeah, I'm not planning on repurchasing this anymore, and I also believe it's the only e.l.f. product I still have in my collection. So once this is out, it's out. It's sad because it has been with me for such a long time. It has been one of my favorites for such a long time, and I just don't feel comfortable anymore featuring it on camera, I guess. After that, I'm going to use my powder that I always use. It's the Catrice Bright and Blur. This is just perfect. It's not cakey, it's lightweight. It just sets my makeup and it never looks dry even after an entire day. And I guess I really like the undertone of it as well. So a light dusting or like a light veil of this is perfect. Since I do like to add some dimension to my face because right now I just look flat, I look like one color, I do enjoy using a bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to use is my REM Beauty Bronzer. REM Beauty one in the shade Solar Storm. Still one of my favorites. just blends very nicely, and I really like the color of it as well. But not too much, because if I add just a tad bit too much, it just looks weird because the rest of my body is so fair. So just a little bit on my forehead, because I feel like my forehead is so pale and I feel like it makes me look sickly almost. I feel like the slight like yellowiness in it, I feel like it really matches my neutral undertone. Because if something is too rosy, I've definitely noticed it, that a bronzer that's too rosy, once it starts to kind of oxidize throughout the day, I feel like my face just looks red. Like I have red on my forehead, then I have my blush, and I just look so out of place, and it actually doesn't match my undertone. So I prefer a bronzer with a little bit of yellowiness, not orange, but like yellow in it. I feel like it's the most flattering tone for me. I feel like Solar Storm really is that. It looks pretty dark, but as I said in other videos, it just always blends out perfectly. Even though I am fair or like very pale, I don't go for pink bronzers any longer, or like I wouldn't reach for that. I know a lot of people with fair skin have pink undertones and it looks amazing on them, but I've just realized I'm more neutral than anything, so a pink bronzer just looks very out of place on me. Now next comes my favorite step, which is blush. I always switch out my blushes, but one blush I've been using every time I do my makeup. I use it as a base and then comes another thing on top. Without fail, I have been using the Essence Cream Blush. This is in the shade 10, Tickle Me Pink. It's a very light pink color, and this is perfect because, as I just mentioned, I have a neutral undertone, so I like to mix cool tone colors with something more warm toned, and it kind of creates like a lukewarm pink. That is really my go-to at the moment with my makeup, like lukewarm pink shades, like with these blushes for instance, the one I just showed you from 3CE, as well as with my palettes. All very subdued, soft pastel shades, but they can't be too cool toned or too warm toned. Really a lukewarm kind of color. This goes in first, and it's also so easy to blend out because the color is so light. It just melts into my skin tone. I never have harsh edges or patches, so I really enjoy this color in particular. Already on its own, I feel like it's so pretty, but I always put a powder blush on top to make it last, especially when I go to work. I feel like I just want my makeup to last very long, so for that reason, cream and powder together. It's not that a powder on its own doesn't last, but I just like to add this little bit of soft cool pink underneath, and obviously on my nose bridge as well. I just can't not do this step. I feel like it ties everything together and makes it look very cute. What I've also noticed is that since I'm in my late 20s, it's not that I want to look younger, I just enjoy colors that make me look very fresh and nothing that is too heavy, which is why pastels have been some of my favorite colors for as long as I can think of, but especially recently. I feel like it just makes me look very awake and alive. Now for the powder blush, again, it's every day a different one. Like this is always the base, but what goes on top can differ. And I'm kind of indecisive as to which one I want to go for. These two would be a great option, the 2AN Love Rosy as well as Nude Peach from 3CE. Such an OG favorite. I think I'm gonna go in with Nude Peach from 3CE, which also is not available on YesStyle anymore. I don't know what's happening. This is such a beautiful neutral kind of pinky peach color, very light, almost like, I don't know, peach milk, and it just looks very flattering on top of this pink blush. And I feel like it just matches really well with this cream blush as a base. Like that. Perfect amount of flush. Don't feel like I have the craziest edges. I feel like it looks pretty blended, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that. These have been kind of like my rotational blushes when I do want to put a powder blush on top. I haven't highlighted my cheeks every day. Sometimes I do enjoy this like very soft matte kind of cheek, especially with, you know, the makeup kind of marinating throughout the day, my natural oils coming through. I feel like it just looks the prettiest when my cheeks just don't have highlighter. They just look so airbrushed and soft, which is why I've been skipping it on my cheeks, but never on my nose. never. I feel like it looks extra cute. So taking this small little brush, I think for today I'm going to use Diamond Glow from Revolution Beauty, which is supposedly a very good dupe for Glazed Donut from Ofra. Ofra is another brand that I don't feel comfortable in trying or using because of also some past issues, so I prefer to just go with this one. And when I'm not using this Revolution highlighter, I'm either using MAC Soft and Gentle or I'm using Miss Mercury from RM Beauty. This is probably my go-to highlighter, but for today I want to go in with Diamond Glow instead. They're both kind of like a gold color, but this is a lot icier. This has a bit more warmth, so I feel like this tends to look more natural because it's not as beaming. Well, it is beaming, but the color is just not as white. But I feel like for today I'm gonna go in with this one. Now for my eyeshadow, I've been also trying to make it as neutral and as natural as possible. So this is not saying that I've been using strictly this palette or strictly this palette. It really comes down to what I'm feeling, but usually what I do is I just take a matte light shade all over the lid. If I feel like it, I add a little bit of glitter, but not that much. For today, I think I'm going to go in with Peony Nude Garden from Romand, and I think I'm going to just mix the lightest beige with the more taupey shade underneath. It's not even a taupey shade, it's just a little bit of a darker beige. So all over the eyelid, into the crease, and a little bit on my lower lash line. I've been just enjoying this very, like, I don't want to say milky eyelid, but something that just looks very light in color, but slightly matte. I feel like that's just what looks the most natural. So a shimmer hasn't really been my go-to. If I add a little bit of glitter on top, I still think it's pretty because the actual base is matte, and then you just have a few little sparkles, but like a shimmer shadow on my lid has not been my preferred finish. For the sake of today's video, I am going to take a glitter, so I'm taking the Bare Layer palette from Romand in Apricot Mood, I think it is. Yes. And I'm taking this glitter right here, which has like a mixture of pink and peach and gold, so it's pretty lukewarm, neutral, I would say. And I'm just applying like the tiniest little bit just to add some sparkle, but not to take away like the matte factor of the eyeshadow. It's so faint, I don't even think you can see it on camera, but for like every day and in person, it looks very flattering. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Catrice 20-Hour Ultra Precision retractable eyeliner. Recently did an entire video on like my eyeliner routine. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it above for you. I talk about some of my favorite eyeliner products. Just want to have like in-depth information. You may want to check that video out. To smoke that out, I'm going to take the deep color from the Peony Nude Garden palette. It's just like an ashy brown. It's not too deep. It won't really darken anything. It just makes everything actually look a little bit more soft. And then I just finish off the eye with some mascara. My brow routine is also probably never really going to change. I feel like I have found just what works for me, the products that work for me. I feel like the clock is extra loud right now. It's kind of driving me insane. And to finish that, obviously, my brow gel. This thing is a non-negotiable for me. It just makes everything look better. Now lastly, for the lips, same thing with the entire neutral, lukewarm kind of situation. I just randomly picked 4 different products, and I want to just tell you what combination I would probably do. So one of the combos would be Peony Ballet from Romand mixed with Sweet Mouth by Fenty. This is pretty cool tone pink. This has a little bit more of like a neutral kind of pearlescent peach undertone. I feel like these two together look really nice. And the other combo would be the Daisy Peach Pudding Lip Tint, topped with the Glossy Balm from RM Beauty and Skinny Dirt, which is very cool toned. Either way, I'll go in with Mauve by NYX. Even though it's called Mauve, I feel like it's a pretty neutral lip liner, so it doesn't look weird. Kind of flatters every lip combo, especially with my skin tone. So a little bit of this. Doesn't look too mauvey actually, it just looks like my lips, but better outlined. And I've decided to go with this combo for today. So PB. So PB. Can't say it. It's the most beautiful cool tone pink ever. It's so nice, and I'm starting to kind of run out of it. I can definitely feel the difference between this one and Nutty Vague that I have, which is the more nude one. Like when I take the doe foot out of here, it just feels more empty. So I'm definitely using this very well actually. And on top, for a little bit more shimmer, I'm going to use Sweet Mouth by Fenty. Et voila, and that ties the entire makeup look together. I feel like I really like this look. It's so me. It's just perfect, honestly. I just enjoy the tones. It's not too much, not too little. It just enhances. You just look so cute. I feel like that's that. It's good. I just tied my hair up, which I never do. It's very uncomfortable in terms of like, really. Whoa. This is the finished look. I just put my hair up in a pony, which is so unlike me. I never wear my hair in a pony, and I'm probably just going to take it off after finishing this video. But this is my current everyday daily makeup. I feel like it flatters my skin tone. It always turns out great. So I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. If you did, give me a thumbs up. That means so much to me, and I really hope to see you in my next video. And until then, please take care. Bye.